know, because then like after a while, like it really set into me like, sweetheart, you're not just like in here, like you got to get up there and dance when it's your turn. Like it's not about to be no games. So there we were, slim and tiny, ready to take over the club. Just pretend like, okay girl, you just at home and you dancing in the mirror and don't worry about these people. Okay, now let me tell y'all where it starts to take a turn for the worse, the ratchet part of this whole story. So all of a sudden, here you go, bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. And I just started twerking. I didn't know what else to do. Baby, tell me if you like it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to join the Chameleon Squad and turn on the bell. And so before I get started on the story time part, I just wanted to show you guys my hair. I just uploaded this video 2 days ago, and so this is the next day actually, and it's still holding up pretty well. I thought it would kind of get bigger or shrunken up some more, but it's actually holding up pretty well. The only thing I will say is it's still a little white on my hair, so I don't know if I didn't apply enough water as I was applying the products, but I kind of have some residue. So I'm definitely going to be doing this style again and just kind of perfecting it now that I know the basics and doing it towards like my hair. But I love this style. You guys should definitely check it out. But anyway, you clicked on this video because of the title, and I'm not going to make you wait any longer, sis, with a long intro. So let's go ahead and get started about this story time where I decided to be a stripper for one day. Okay, the scene takes place. It's like, no, okay, so let's take you back to about, I want to say 2013, in between 2013 and 14, something like that. So I was about 23 years old. If it was 2013, if it was 2014, then I was 24. But I really think it was like 2013. And you know, okay, first of all, raise your hand if being a stripper has ever crossed your mind. Come on, everybody should have their hand up right now, because I know every girl has thought about it at least one time. Not seriously, or maybe seriously, because obviously some girls are strippers, so they thought about it and actually did it. But for all of us other women who have not, I know it's crossed your mind. So I don't want to say it's been on my bucket list, but after a few years, I put it on there like as a joke. Like, okay, could I really go in the strip club and work? And I'm not trying to make a joke of any women that actually do it. Honestly, I feel like y'all are very brave, because that takes a lot to be very confident and comfortable in your own body as a woman. So more power to you, girl. But it's always been like something on my bucket list, like, okay, I just want to do it like once. I don't want to make a career out of it. I just want to do it. So around that time, one of my close friends, she had a pole in her house. And so every time I went over her house, you know, I would try to do some little stuff on the pole. Side note, I am obsessed with watching pole videos. Like, the tricks and the artistry is just so amazing. Like, I watch pole videos on YouTube. I watch pole girls on Instagram. So I've always been intrigued by it. Not just like the twerking, throwing money part, but actually like the artistry of it. Because you have to have a lot of upper body strength to do all of that stuff. So, you know, I would be like playing around, doing stuff, and I would always throw it out there like years before this. Like, yo, what if we like worked at the strip club, right? For like, just for shits and giggles, you know? So she was down with it, right? So it was her and my sister, and they were both like, all right, let's do it. We're going to do it. So finally this day comes, and my friend backed out. So I'm like, oh crap. So my sister, she still was about it. She still was down. So I'm like, all right, bet, let's go find a place. Now, I'm from Baltimore, if you guys don't know already, if you're new here. And so we have a little strip called The Block, where it's like a bunch of strip clubs. And I didn't want to go to any of those strip clubs because I didn't want anybody to see me in there and be like, what are you doing in here? Like, it's a small world, so and Baltimore is an even smaller world. So I just didn't want to take that risk of having anybody see me and then just like blow my whole like thing. This is supposed to be like a really fun experience. So me and my sister, we decided to go over east, like deep over east, where nobody would know who we are. Like hopefully nobody would know who we were. So I think like the day before, if I'm not mistaken, we went to like the beauty supply store. Now mind you guys, this was like, if it was 2013, I had just started my YouTube channel like a year before that, or no, like that year. So I wasn't even really doing natural hairstyles or anything like that. My hair, I used to wear my hair straight all the time. So definitely didn't know nothing about no wigs, but we just wanted to really get into character. So I brought this long straight wig with like bangs, and she brought like this curly wig, right? And so let me tell y'all why, or let me tell y'all how I don't even know how to apply a wig. So I wrapped my hair, you know how you wrap your hair at night, and I just put the wig on top. That joint was looking like Marge Simpson. It was sitting so high off my head that night. I don't even know how I got any money, but anyway. So we went to the hair store, we got our wigs, then we tried to figure out what we were going to wear. So I had like this nude like bra and underwear like set, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just wear that, and some nude heels with like a big platform on it. And I think she had like a one piece or something like that. So okay, now we trying to find the club, and we finally found like this place. So we like, all right, this look like a little rinky-dink, little hole in the wall, like we should be able to get it done in here. So we go in and we tell the people like, yeah, you know, we trying to work, blah blah blah, and they like, okay, yeah, y'all pretty. So we didn't even have to audition. I don't know if you always had to, but I always thought that you had to like audition before you actually work, just so they can see. But they didn't tell us to audition. They just gave us the paperwork. We filled out all the paperwork, and they told us to come back around a certain time. So we get in the car, we like, oh my God, we really about to do this? Oh my gosh, like we were so nervous, but like it was like an adrenaline rush. Like it was so crazy. So we go home, we get all our stuff together, get ready. I'm struggling trying to put the wig on. I'm thinking it looks okay, but it looks like trash. And so we finally get to the club. So I think it's like maybe 9 o'clock or something like that. And there's like 6 girls. It's not really a lot of girls. Couple black girls, a Spanish girl, and 1 white girl. And so we introduced ourselves, and they all like, oh, y'all so pretty, y'all sisters, blah, blah, blah. So we like, yeah, this our first time, you know. So we just chopping it up with them. Now, we didn't tell them, like, we wasn't here, like, you know, we was here playing, of course. We was really telling them, like, yeah, we about to get into this. Like, we always wanted to do, like, we really setting, like, the tone and telling the story, right? So they believe us. So they telling us all about, like, the ropes and all of this stuff, and, like, what nights are busy, and like what girls and all of this kind of stuff, you know, giving us all the tea. So they like, okay, well, we gotta start getting changed and like get ready to go out. So when we went out, they was like explaining to us like all the rules and stuff, like how much you had to like pay back to the club and all of this kind of stuff, which was kind of like, it, you know, if you kind of know about stripper life, then you already know about that. So I kind of like knew, like, okay, I had to give some portion of the money to them and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, I didn't even really care if I made money. I was just there to see, like, how it really was, you know? But I mean, of course, I wanted to make some money. Oh, and side note, at the time, I was in a relationship, which you guys know. And I asked him if it was okay for me to do this. So he knew that I was there. He was okay with it. He knew like what I was doing and everything like that, so it wasn't an issue. But you know, that was really nice of him at the time, because I don't know who would like do that. So, but I just told him like, babe, I just really want to do it like this one time. Like, you know, I'm not gonna be in there like every night after this. So he was okay with it. Okay, so I looked around the club. Like, it was like a main like stage. It was really small, like really small. And it was a main stage with like a pole, and then it was like a pole like over in a little room. It wasn't like a closed door, but it was like another little room you can go in. So we all sitting around out there talking, waiting for people to come in, and they like, okay, so we have to give y'all some names. Like, y'all have to have some names, And so we could write your names on the board because they had like an order of how everybody is supposed to dance. And you're supposed to dance to 2 songs. So they came up with a name for me. Around that time, I was like 130 pounds. So my name was Slim. And I really liked that. I was like, okay, I like that name, Slim. And my sister, they gave her name Tiny because she's like really short. So it was, so there we were, Slim and Tiny, ready to take over the club. So, okay. I started like drinking, everybody started like drinking little shots just to like warm up and stuff like that and like let loose, you know, because then like after a while, like it really set into me like, sweetheart, you're not just like in here, like you got to get up there and dance when it's your turn. Like it's not about to be no games. Like you got to do this now. So I'm like, oh shoot, it's really setting in. So I go over to like the little corner room where a pole was at, and I'm just like doing stuff, trying to like practice and get ready because I'm like, oh my God, like what am I going to do? I can't chicken out when it's my turn, and it's only like 8 of us all together. When I tell y'all, it seemed like it was my turn every 5 minutes because it wasn't a lot of girls. I was like, yo, I just was on stage, like it's my turn again. Like I was getting so annoyed. So okay, now let me tell y'all where it starts to take a turn for the worse, the ratchet part of this whole story. So now it's about like 10:30, maybe 11. It's not really too many people in here yet. It's still early. And so this guy comes in, and he's like a regular, older white guy. And so they all talking to him. Let's say his name was Tony. They all like, hi, Tony, hi. You know, like they all like in love with Tony, right? And Tony comes in with this brown bag inside of a plastic bag. So I'm like, oh, what's going on? Tony pulls out crabs, y'all. Crabs. Not like a little bag, no. A whole big bag of crabs, seasoning all over the place, butter. I'm like, what is going on? They laying down newspaper. They got the little cracker. They is eating crabs in this strip club. Butt naked girls in the strip club eating crabs on the bar. And they like sucking their fingers. You want some? I'm like, no, I'm allergic. Like, and I am. So, but even if I wasn't, I'm not about to be eating no crabs and I got to be twerking and dancing in a strip club. Like, are y'all crazy? I was like, oh my God, what kind of place am I at? Like, I never seen nothing like this. And so people start coming in, so now they gotta hurry up and like clean up the crabs and go wash their hands. And like, I'm like, I don't want y'all touching the pole, and then I gotta go up there. Oh, I wanted to walk out at that very moment, but I was like, no, you know what, stick it out, see it through, do the whole night, you know you're not coming back. Alright, so picking a song. Around that time, the music was pretty jumping. The Weeknd had really good songs. Bands That Make Her Dance was out. So I picked those songs to dance to. So it was my turn. It was my first turn. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get up there. So they like, oh yeah, Slim, you know, to the stage. And I go up there. And it was like a mirror. So I faced like my back towards the people so I could just look in the mirror and just pretend like, okay girl, you just at home and you dancing in the mirror and don't worry about these people. Because it was a nice little hefty crowd, and like they just pretty much just sitting right here in the front. It's not like people can walk around. It's not a big space, so all eyes was on you. So I'm like, oh God, okay, let me get up there, let me do my thing. So all of a sudden, here you go, Bands That Make Her Dance. Bands That Make Her Dance. And I just started twerking. I didn't know what else to do. So I started twerking. I was twerking on my knees. I was looking in the mirror like, okay, oh my God. And then once I saw that first dollar fall, y'all, that was all the motivation I needed. I got up, I was like, all right, bitch, you got this. Go ahead and do your little tricks that you've been practicing. So I tried to do a little spin move. I nailed it. All of a sudden, whoosh, I see some money rain, so I did it again. Then like I was twerking, the strippers was throwing me their money. Like, they was like hyping me up, like, I see you slim. Like, it was so crazy. So I was like, okay. I was feeling myself a little bit. So I got down, started counting my money, and like, when it's not your turn, you gotta, like, you know, go around, talk to people. And so I'm going around talking to people that's sitting there or whatever, and they all like, what you doing in here? You too pretty to be working in here, blah, blah, blah. You know, and I'm like, just give me some money. Like, I don't need you to try to patronize me. You in here to see pretty girls. I mean, so what do you want to do? So the guy, he asked me, like, did I have a boyfriend and stuff? I'm like, yeah. He was like, oh, if I was your man, I'd never let you come in here and you wouldn't have to worry about it. I'm like, okay, yup, facts. Can you just buy me a drink, sir? So my turn again. I think I had put on like the weekend. So now by like my third time going up there, I was kind of comfortable. I was trying a little other stuff, and you know, I mean, y'all pretty much know what strippers do when they on the stage. But at this point, it started getting like later towards the night. It was time to like close up. Y'all, when I tell y'all, it was probably under 20 men that came in there that night. Like, it was so dead. And they was saying like it was a dead night, but I think that's how it was over there all the time. You know, so it was a little hole in the wall type club. So I wasn't expecting to like have a big grandiose like amount of money or anything like that. And I'm happy that it wasn't that busy, because like my first time doing that, like if it was so many people, like I don't even know if I would have been able to do it. Like me, if y'all know me personally, that was really big for me to go and do that. I didn't take off any of my clothes. I just had on like the boy short underwear and the bra. The other strippers, of course, the veterans, they was getting naked and stuff like that, but that's just not my speed. So at this point, like I said, it's getting late, and I'm talking to the bouncer. He asked me the same questions, like, why are you in here? He was just looking at me like, you not coming back. Like, I'm like, dang, how you know I ain't coming back? He like, I know you're not coming back. So we wrap up. I had to like pay, you know, out my little money or whatever. And so me and my sister, we leave out. We like, all right, y'all, yeah, girl, nice meeting you. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. Like, all hyping it up. Like, girl, we is not coming back in this bitch. So we go in the car and we count our money, y'all. For my little bit of time, my little bit of effort, I made $180. Okay, and me and my sister, we were so proud of ourselves. Like, just the fact that we did something like that. And like I said, it might seem something small to anybody, but to me that was really like a fearful moment. Like, getting up there in front of strangers, twerking half naked, like that's not my personality at all. So and we was just like excited that we did it, you know. So we threw our money up, we all twerking in the car, like, yes, like this was really cool, this was fun. Like, will I ever do it again? No. It made for a funny story. You know, the whole crab situation, that like really threw me for a loop. Like, I was like, y'all is ghetto as I don't know what in here. Like, it already, I mean, come on now, strip clubs don't smell nice at all. And then y'all eating crabs on top of that, like a ghetto mess. But overall, it was a fun experience. I came home and I like just like threw all the money up to my boyfriend at the time, and he was like, okay, babe. He was like, let me see what you was doing. And that's when I got shocked, and I was like, no, I don't want to show you, like, you know. But when I tell y'all I was doing my thing, you know, I ain't make that how to twerk video for nothing, okay? But no, I love it. When I think back about it, you know, sometimes when I get in my little sexy mode, I be like, oh, Slim coming out, you know, my little alter ego. But yeah, I definitely wanted to share this story time with you guys. Let me know down below if you would ever try it once, or if you're a stripper and, like, you know, how did you overcome like your fear of doing that? Like I said, I find the whole pole dancing part of it very, very intriguing. And you know, you have to be a really strong and confident woman to go out in front of strangers and dance. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to hear any more of my crazy story times, feel free to let me know down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.